So this is another basic gate representation. Now the symbolic representation of the AND gate is like this. It is having two inputs or more inputs, but I have taken only two inputs here and one output. So this is AND gate representation. So let me assume that this input is A and another input is B, and output is equal to Y. Then coming to the truth table of this, the specialty of the AND gate is the output is logic high only when these two inputs are equal to logic high. If any one of the input is logic 0, then output is logic 0. So that is the logic representation of the truth table AND gate. So I will take this truth table, input A and input B, and output is Y. And since there are two inputs we have considered, the combinations of input is 2 to the power of 2. So 2 to the power of 2. And this represents the number of inputs. So 2 to the power of 2 means 4 input combinations are existing. So the 4 input combinations are, so one is 0, 0. The next one is 0 and 1. Third is 1 and 0. And fourth is 1 and 1. Okay. So these are the 4 input combinations. And as you know, the output of the AND gate is logic high only when both inputs or any number of inputs should be equal to logic high. So only one case is satisfying that rule. So therefore, output is 1 for only one combination. And for the rest all combinations, so here 0, 0 is there. So the output is equal to 0. And 0 and 1 is there. So therefore it is equal to 0. And 1, 0 is there. So the output is equal to 0. Okay. Now the logical expression for the AND gate is, see, AND gate is nothing but multiplication operator. So Y is equal to A into B. So this is the logical expression for the AND gate. So in multiplication, as you know, if any one number is equal to 0, then the product is equal to 0. So the same thing is satisfied here also. Then I will draw the circuit diagram for the AND gate. The circuit diagram for AND gate is like this. So we are representing it in terms of diodes. So let me assume that this is diode 1 and this is input A, and you have another diode. So this is another diode and this diode is D2. So both are connected like this. So both are connected like this, and through the resistance, this is a current limiting resistance. Through the resistance, or sometimes you can consider it as a load also. Through the resistance, you have supply VCC. Let me assume it is having some resistance value R. Okay, now this is input B. So we need to understand, and we are considering the output Y. Okay. It is like this. What we do is, so we have these two cases. So when input, I will take the first sequence. The first sequence is this. So when A is equal to 0. So when A is equal to 0 and when B is equal to 0, what will happen to the output? Okay. So now to understand this logic, you need to understand when the diode is forward biased and when the diode is reverse biased. Okay. So let me tell you that first. So I will take a diode now. Okay. Now this is called as the P terminal of the diode, and this is called as the N terminal of the diode. And if you are applying positive voltage here, if you are applying positive voltage here, and you are applying the negative voltage here, then we say that this diode is in forward bias condition. Okay, then we say that diode is in forward bias condition. Okay. And then what we do is, so we have to represent this diode in forward bias condition. So in forward bias condition, so we represent diode by short circuit like this. Then I will take the next case, that is when you are applying very high voltage here at the N terminal of the diode, and you are applying lower voltage at the P terminal of the diode. Then this case is called as reverse bias condition. So this case is called as reverse bias condition, and in the reverse bias condition, diode will not conduct, and we are representing the diode by the open circuit. Okay, this is called as the short circuit, and this is called as the open circuit. Okay, so keeping these two things in mind, we will analyze this AND gate circuit diagram. Okay, so now in this case, we have taken the first case. The first case is this, that is when both inputs are equal to 0. So when A is equal to 0 and B is also equal to 0, so what is the action of the diode? Is this diode forward biased or is this diode reverse biased? Right? Okay. So it is just like this. Since you are giving very high voltage to the P terminal of the diode and you are giving logic 0 here, so we will assume that this diode is in forward bias condition, and in the forward bias condition I have to replace the diode by this short circuit. Okay, for 0-0 condition, now the circuit will be like this. It is a short circuit. This is for input A, and similarly for input B also, you are replacing the diode by the short circuit. And then, okay, if you are not interested in the class, kindly leave the meeting. Okay, do not create the nuisance here. Kindly leaving the meeting and get lost if you are not interested. Okay, you are not school going children. Okay, so here, so we have taken input A is equal to 0 and input B is equal to 0. So both are connected to the ground. Okay, both are connected to the ground. Now what is the output? The output is 0. Because both are connected to the ground, the output will be also equal to 0. So therefore, according to the truth table, when both inputs are equal to 0, the output is logic 0. And similarly, I will take the next case. The next case is when input A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1. Okay, I will take the next case. So A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1. Now in this case, what will happen? So A is 0 here, and here we are giving very high voltage. So therefore, this diode will be short circuited, and we'll come to the next case, that is B is equal to 1. So when B is equal to 1, this diode will be open circuited. Okay, for the next case, so B is open circuited. There is no connection here. Okay, now B is equal to 1 here. So B is equal to 1 and A is equal to 0. Then what will happen? Even though this is connected to 1, even though B is logic 1, but here the circuit is broken. So we should not consider this one, but still this A is equal to 0. So therefore output is also equal to 0. Okay, so therefore for this case also, that is when A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1, still output is logic low. I will take the next case. The next case is when A is 1 and B is equal to 0. When A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 0, what will happen to this? So A is equal to 1 means this is open circuited, and B is equal to 0 means, so this is short circuited. So A is equal to 1, so this is open circuited, and you know why it is open circuited and why it is short circuited. So we discussed in the initial classes. Okay, now this is equal to 0. But we are not considering this A is equal to 1 because circuit is broken, and we need to consider only this, and here output is equal to 0. So I will take the last case. The last case is when both inputs are logic high. So when both inputs are logic high, what will happen? Both diodes are open circuited. So both diodes are open circuited, and the same voltage is at the output. The Y is nothing but VCC now. Of course, some drop is there across the resistance, but still Y is approximately equal to VCC. So therefore, output is assumed to be logic high. So therefore, when both inputs are equal to 1, then only the AND gate output is logic high. And if any one of the input is logic 0, the output of the AND gate is logic 0. Now we will try to understand this using a timing diagram. Now let me assume that this is time 1, this is time 2, and this is time 3, and this is time 4. Okay, so now in time 1 what will happen? Okay, let me take like this. So since it is having 2 inputs, I will take 2 reference line for input and 1 reference line for output Y. So like this I have considered. And so this is the reference line. And this range is called as time T1. So this is time T1. And the next case is time T2. And time 3 is the output. Okay. So time T1 is nothing but 1 half cycle. Time 2 is nothing but another half cycle, and time 3 is nothing but another half cycle. Okay, that half cycle can be logic 0 or it can be logic 1. So now A is equal to, in the time T1, what is A? So A is 0. In time T1, A is 0, and in time T2, A is 0. It's 0. And in time T3 and time T4, A is logic high. So A is logic high. Okay, like this. Now this is 0, 0, and this is 1 and 1. Like this we have. And similarly for input B is 0, 1, 0, 1. So input B is 0, 1, and 0, 1. So this is 0, 1, and 0, 1, like this. Then I have to represent output Y. Now output Y is what? Output Y is when input 0 and 0 is there, what is the output? So the output is logic 0. The output is logic 0. And if any one of the input is logic 0, that is 0 and 1, so here also the output is logic 0, like this. And here also one of the input is logic 0, so here also the output is logic 0, like this we have. Then for the last case, that is when 1 and 1 is there, output is logic high. So therefore when 1 and 1 is there, the output is logic high. It is like this. Okay, now this is 0, 0, 0, and this is logic high. So this is regarding the AND gate representation. So this is the symbol, and here if we have a truth table, and this is the timing diagram, and also we discussed the circuit diagram for the NAND gate, sorry, AND gate also. Okay, if you have any doubt in this, please raise your hands or you can comment in the comment section.